Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Today we're going to do something. We are going to install a Luber Locker because my rear diff cover is leaking. I use RTV normally. I normally don't have an issue with RTV. However, I didn't install this one. I didn't put the RTV on there, and it's leaking probably because it was put on wrong. The front I have done many times, the back I've done many times. I just didn't do it this time. So I thought, why not give the Luber Locker a try? So let's get to it. Let's give the Luber Locker a try. Alrighty, so we're underneath the Jeep. First thing we got to do is clean this one out because it's got a whole bunch of crap in it. All right, already loosened up the filler hole here. Make sure you do that. Make sure you leave some so the cover doesn't come flying off at you. Make a big mess. It's quite annoying when that happens. Alright. Back under the frame and jack the frame up, which I think is easier than fiddling around with the Allen wrench in there. Alright. Now that we got all those loose, let's get the diff cover loose. Just like that. I can work on getting this loose. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab our scraper and scrape all the gasket material off of here and off the cover. You can see where it was thin down here. There must have been some oil on it when they put this together, because RTV doesn't like to stick to oil. Everywhere else pretty much has some gasket material on it, but not here. So it's kind of like completely clean right there. So let's scrape this stuff off. Now today I'll be using the perfect size tool, the largest thing I could possibly find for this. Alright, so everything is all cleaned up, ready to be reinstalled, but I'm going to show you something. And this is why you should learn how to do everything yourself. Now, a little bit of backstory on this. I had my Jeep re-geared. I do a lot of things, but re-gearing is one of those things that I'm not entirely comfortable with. However, I should have done it myself. The place I took it to put 4 56s in the front and 4 88s in the rear, when I asked for 4 88s to be front and rear. They let me drive on that for a year before I finally figured it out, and then they repaired it. They put their correct gears in. Okay, cool, we're done. They put a different differential cover on for me on the rear, and when they did that, they told me, oh, you wouldn't have to change it for a year, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, I know how to do I know how to change differential fluids and stuff like that. Fast forward, my differential started leaking, hence why we are changing to a Luber Locker today. However, this is what I find when I pull the cover off and clean it. It's like they've never taken a cover off before. Look at the amount of gouges in this thing. all on the bottom. I'm most concerned about that one. That is pretty deep. So this will be a good test of that lube locker. If the lube locker can seal this, I'm convinced it'll work on anything. That is one big gouge to seal. And those aren't small either. Now those are less important because they're on the edge, right? Most of the sealing surface is going to be right here anyway. But yeah, this one goes literally from the inside of the case almost all the way to the outside. So let's put it on and let's see what happens, I suppose. Hopefully the lube locker works. If not, I guess we'll put our TV back on. So let's try this. So just like with anything, you want to make sure this is really clean, free of all oil, and it is. I cleaned it out very well. So we got our gasket here. Yeah. Alrighty, now that we got them all snug, let's go ahead and torque them down. Next part, I got one of these. It's a little measuring cup funnel deal. The important part is it's got an on-off valve, so you can pour the fluid in here and then you can shove it up in here and poke this in here and then turn it on and let it go. That way I don't have to fiddle trying to get the bottle up in there. Also, this makes it nicer if you buy gallon jugs, because then you can just pour it right from your gallon into here. So let's do that. Another small trick. Set your gear oil out in the sun. It'll help it pour a whole lot better, even if it's just a little bit warmer. So make sure the valve's closed. And take your lovely differential fluid and pour away. And that's good enough. Don't forget to put your cap on. Because, yeah, that would suck. The idea is we take this and shove it wherever we can get it. Up there. Pop this cap off and stick it in the fill hole, because mine's on top. And then we open her up. And we just let it sit there and fill. Alright, so we got it all back together. No leaks yet, completely dry. So let's go take her for a test drive and hopefully nothing develops. Okay, let's go. Uh-oh. Alright guys, so it's a few days later. I've been driving the Jeep around, and let's look to see if that rear differential is leaking. I hope it's not. Alright, so do the hand test. I don't feel anything. Oh, looks clean. So there you have it. Lube Locker. Works pretty good. I have to admit, I did not think that was going to work. So Lube Locker gives a thumbs up for me. I did not think it was going to seal through all that. There's a lot of nicks and some pretty gouged out sections in that housing from another shop being in there, which is unfortunate for me. However, the Lube Locker worked great. No issues so far. We'll keep an update and keep looking at it, see how it happens. But well, it's been 4 or 5 days since I put it on, and I've driven it every day, so it's got at least 100 miles on it. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. Anyway guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, hope you enjoy your day. Thank you for watching.